We are away from the farm. We took a little camping vacation and we're out on the boat early in the morning. We are set up to catch hopefully a bunch of crappie. We love eating crappie. It's a good way to fill the freezer before fall and winter comes, or during fall. It's a good way to fill the freezer this time of year. I wanted to show you this week in this video a couple of the ways that we kind of up our chances for catching a bunch of fish to put in the freezer. So I'm just going to show you a couple things we do. Notice my green headlamp. We have a much brighter green light down in the water right now. It's called the green blob. You click right there, you can get it on Amazon. The green blob is this giant green light that just puts out, I think it's like 15,000 lumens. It's super bright and it attracts all the bait fish to our boat. You can go searching for bait fish, but that's kind of hard to do in the dark. It's easier to bring them to you. So we put the green blob down, all the bait fish come, and you'll see on our fish finder schools of bait fish, and it gets to the point where they start jumping over the top of the water all around the boat. So once the bait fish come, the bigger fish follow. That's one of the first things we do. It's hard to see the rest in the dark, so we'll show you the rest as it gets brighter. When it's still dark and we got the green blob down in the water, we actually anchor the boat from the front and the back. 2 anchor lines out keeps our boat in the same position so that bait ball that we're gathering underneath our boat actually stays under our boat. I have rod holders, which again, got on Amazon, click right there, or I'll have links below for all this stuff. The rod holders hold our rods in like a fan all around the boat and let the lines down under the boat where that green light is, and now we have multiple lines in the water at all times. Having multiple lines in the water at all times ups the chances that we're going to catch a fish. We got our bobbers out, we can keep an eye on our bobbers, and of course we have our trusty pups here to help us keep an eye on our bobbers. What do you think, bud? We're going to catch a good one today?
I hope so.
So where are we right now?
So this place's name that we're in right now is Behemoth Corner. Why this place is called Behemoth Corner? So we were out fishing in the pontoon. We anchored it, we let all the rods sit out, and it was just me and Daddy. And then when it was finally time to leave the corner, Daddy said, well, let's reel in all the lines. So we go and reel in all the lines, and the one pool's stuck on the bottom. Daddy's like, oh man, it's stuck on the bottom. But then the bottom starts moving. And that's when we realize it's a fish and not the bottom. So for maybe 10 minutes we're fighting this fish as Daddy's pulling the line up, and then it goes down, up, and then it goes down. And finally we can almost see it. Daddy's finally making progress. Then the fish decides to go down and the line snaps. And we never got to see it, so we just call it Behemoth Corner.
Someday we'll catch the behemoth. We got a fish. Hey, wake up, we got a fish. Front one, right there. Front corner. Reeled up. Got something?
Yep.
What do we got? Lift it up high.
It was
Oh!
it broke off. I think it was. I saw it. I think it was a white, it was probably a paper mouth.
Oh man, those paper mouths.
Well, now we know the crappie's bite zone.
Well, that's good. That's what we want. Okay, another tool that we use to catch more fish here is my hummingbird fish finder. You'll see on the fish finder right now, there's the bottom, and you'll notice right here is where the bait schools will show up. With our green blob, we attract a huge school of bait beneath us. Now right there, you see that line? That's a big fish underneath us, and that right there is the bait school swimming all around underneath us. So because of our green blob, look at how much bait is underneath our boat. The thing is just full of bait. And those bigger lines that you see are the fish. So this fish finder, not only does it show you when you found bait and when you have fish underneath you, but it also helps you find structure, which is where the bait fish are during the daytime. If you're looking for bait fish, you drive around with this on, you look for structure. There's a channel that runs underneath this place, and that channel is really, really a good spot to catch a bunch of fish. So, hummingbird fish finder, another tool we use to catch a bunch of fish. This particular body of water that we're fishing right now, it's illegal to throw a cast net to catch bait. I wish that were not the case. There are alewives in this body of water, and if you have a green blob underneath your boat, a big green light, it brings them all underneath you. We can see the bait swimming around us. We could throw a cast net, catch them all. I used to go fishing with a fishing guide. I'll link to his Instagram account. Go say hi to Bernie from Homesteady. Flood his Instagram account. He could use some followers. Great fisherman, and every day you can see posts about how he's catching some big striped bass. So if you like fishing, go say hi to Bernie. I learned from him, when you catch those alewives, you have the freshest bait you can possibly have. That stuff performs so well. I have an older video you can watch of us fishing on Lake Wallenpaupack with Bernie, and man, those alewives, awesome quality bait. It's impossible to catch them without having a green light to attract them to one spot. You got to chase them around and stuff, and being able to put down a green blob, throw a cast net over them, grab them all up, put them in your bait tank, and then fish them. You can't beat that quality of bait.
Always pulling up.
Wow. Nice fish, Nate. Keep it tight, man. Keep it tight. Oh, Nate, what do you think, man?
First striper in the boat. First striper.
Woo!
There you go.
Yeah,
Wow,
buddy.
baby.
Wow.
That's my first. Nice.
We have to purchase our bait, which is already like older and not super healthy, and so it does not perform like the alewives do at the pack with fishing guide Bernie. Maybe someday they'll change the regulations and we'll be able to catch alewives here with a cast net. I sure hope so, because man, we could do real good with a bait tank full of alewives. Going? Lift it up.
Look at that.
Our first green blob fish of the day. Thumbs up. Oh, leave it, leave it. Oh man.
What is wrong with these hooks?
Fish. All right, start reeling it in. That's a nice one. Okay. Swing it over here. It's a fish, all right. A little crappie. He's crappie. Hit him up. Lift him up. Yeah. Nice. Attaboy. That's a keeper crappie, all right. That's a beauty. What do you got, kiddo?
That's a little baby.
Nice.
That's not a baby. Look at that.
No, that's a good one.
Wow,
What you got there, kid? Let me see. Nice.
Not button.
We've had a really good day of fishing so far. We were able to catch a couple. We're catching them now. It's later in the day. We may or may not have caught our anchor line and thought it was a fish. Is it the behemoth? Okay. Is it stuck or is it a fish? It feels like a fish, right? Oh. I caught our anchor line and thought it was a fish. Now we're out for the evening. I got the kiddos with me. And one more thing that I've got that I put on this boat that really helps us fishing, especially with a lot of kids, I got a Minn Kota trolling motor up front with iPilot Link. That means I can steer it from my hip, which means when we're out here fishing, 4 kids, like 6 lines in the water, trying to make a vlog, I can actually steer this boat. I'm doing it right now just with this little thing. It moves the trolling motor up front and allows me to steer and catch fish with my kids without, messing around. So those are kind of the things that we use here on our boat to catch a bunch of fish, have a nice time fishing as a family. We're gonna get back to fishing. Hopefully we'll all catch one tonight. I want to say thanks to Green Blob for sponsoring this fried fish dinner. They helped us catch these fish. I have fished with green lights before. I've seen how good they work. And if you want to get a Green Blob, just click the link right there. It'll take you to the write-up on our website where you can get yourself a Green Blob. Thanks for the Green Blob, guys. We really appreciate it.